that was leaked, where he was talking with Shetima. Shetima was talking, everything you see Shetima discussing there was the discussion they made, the agreement they made with Tinubu, how to destroy the Southeast, how to make sure that the Southeast remain irrelevant. The audio leaked. Some of you are so forgetful. You have forgotten that audio. That is the agenda of Tinubu. But with all this agenda, you see Dave Umahi in Enugu State supporting him. You see Hope Uzodinma supporting him. You see Ojo Okano supporting. That one is not enough. As we are speaking, you see Hope Uzodinma telling you that it doesn't matter if you have a Muslim ticket. If you have a Muslim president and a Muslim vice president, that it doesn't matter. Fulanization before your own very eyes, using religion to fulanize Nigeria before your own very eyes, and you see your so-called governors, you see your so-called lawmakers supporting that evil. Supporting that evil. You see Ojo Okano shamelessly coming out openly to say that if he was to be Tinubu, that he's going to pick a Muslim ticket. That is the only way for him to win election. That what matters for him is to win election. That is what Ojo Okano said. That what matters to me is to win. Is to win. How to win. That is just only what matters to him. That's where you see people who don't have conscience. You are dealing with people who don't have conscience. They have no conscience in them. No single conscience. Look at Dave Umahi. Even when he knows that his own brother is gathering momentum, Dave Umahi have already split it everywhere and said that no single person in his own area is going to vote for Peter Obi. When you see all these challenges, all these things you are seeing is because the caliphate, the Fulani caliphate have planted it in that way. All these things you are seeing is effective because of the constitution they have, because of the evil constitution. You see, that is why I wish I can be able to have access to be playing video here again. When I have access, I will be playing a video for you to see that everything I'm telling you, I am not making it up. You can go and look up the video. There's a video in the last Senate, was it during the time of Saraki? A senator came out on the House of Senate and told them that as long as Nigeria continue to use 1999 constitution, that Nigeria will never know progress. Nigeria will never know peace. Nigeria will never know security. That not Nigeria can never, ever, ever succeed. Somebody said it in the Senate. But when I say it here, the one NigeriaNews will call me a name. They will say I'm hating them. When I say it here, they will say I'm hating. But somebody has stood in their Senate to say, as long as they continue to use their 1999 constitution, that Nigeria will never, ever survive. Somebody said it. I have played the video several times on my videos. I have played the video so many times. You can still check it up online. A senator in the Senate said it. And after seeing all this thing, you will still come back and begin to tell me not to face reality. That 1999 constitution today, even amending it for good, they will not amend it. They are not ready to change everything. The Fulani Caliphate is ready to fight a war instead of changing that 1999 constitution. Instead of them changing the 1999 constitution, they are ready to fight a war. They are ready to fight a war. They are ready to take as many lives as possible to make sure they continue to hold the 1999 constitution because it favors them. It is because of that 1999 constitution. That is why you see the kind of fraud that is happening in Nigeria is happening and nobody's talking. That is why you see the kind of money politics they are playing. That is why Peter Obi could not be able to get a presidential, cannot be able to be presidential candidate in any ruling party. Because of 1999 constitution. Because the people that wrote that 1999 constitution wrote it for themselves. Gave power and autonomy to the North. And when you see people come online to speak, you hear people telling that there are people who own Nigeria. It is not a lie. That is why I am not a Nigerian. Biafrans are not Nigerians. We are not part of it. There are people that own that Nigeria. And as long as those people are still alive and living, they will not allow you to change Nigeria for good. Because the evil, the corruption in Nigeria is favoring them. Tell me, how are you going to change that constitution? You that is talking about election. This place is a reality show. I am not here to entertain you. I'm not here to quote word and paint it for you and paint it. You do this and do that. Begin to tell you how P2B is going to gather momentum. How people are, how the youth are going to do that. That is a blackmail and a cheap lie that you know. In my platform, I don't follow a trending video. I am not here to follow a training video. I'm not blogging. I'm not blogging. I'm not just blogging for training video. You see a training video, that's not what I do. I don't follow trending topic. My only topic on this very platform is Biafra, referendum, freedom. Freedom, anybody, any place at all. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your religion. I speak about freedom. And if you're one of those who is standing for freedom, you are going to be comfortable on this very platform. It doesn't matter where you belong. Today, we know people belong in so many groups. Some belong in so many groups. Some belong, you know. What I will not accept is for you coming on my platform to demonize anybody. You don't do that, because I personally don't demonize anybody. I only debunk things when you say things that are lie. When you say a word that is a lie, I will debunk it that what you're telling me is a lie. But I will not come on my platform to begin to demonize an innocent person. I won't. Except when I see you that your own case is open and you're a demon. You have made yourself enemy to Biafran people. When you make yourself enemy to Biafran people, just like some people have made themselves enemy to Biafra, and they declare openly that they are no longer Biafra. Those of them who have declared themselves that they are no longer Biafran, they are not fighting for Biafra. So they have declared enmity between me and them. I have nothing with them. But as long as you are still fighting for Biafra, talking about Biafra issue, I will not come on this platform and begin to talk about you or begin to demonize you. Nobody's above mistake. You might make your mistake. When I come here, if I want to make a correction, I make a correction. It's late for you. I might make the correction without even calling your name. But after watching, it's late for you to either take it or leave it while I move on and face the main enemy, which is the Caliphate and the British. These are our real enemy. The British and the Caliphate are the real enemy who is making sure that we don't have a life. They are the ones who are cooking all manner of propaganda, bringing all manner of propaganda. Today, you have seen the greatest distraction, the greatest equipment, the instrument they have today to stop the struggle of Biafra. The instrument they are using today to stop the Biafran agitation is Peter Obi. That is what they want to use to stop the agitation. But are you going to allow it as a Biafran, as a genuine Biafran agitator? Will you allow that? So many people have allowed it already. So many people who have used the name of Mazen Nandekano to build their platform, who have used IPOB to build their platform, today, they have changed 360 degrees and they are talking about PVC, talking about P2B, giving people a false hope that doesn't exist anywhere. You are giving people a false hope that doesn't exist anywhere. That after all said and done, they will start again and begin to start afresh. We are tired of hearing stories like that. Let me tell you, for those of you who think that we hate P2B, or nobody hates P2B as a person. Mazen Nandekano, it was because of P2B that Mazen Nandekano called off the no election during the time they were contesting with, when he was vice president to Atiku Abubakar. During the time Atiku Abubakar was challenging Buhari, it was because of P2B that Mazen Nandekano considered and told us to go and vote. Remove the no election. It was because of P2B. That was the last chance Mazen Nandekano gave them, and they threw it under the carpet. They destroyed that very chance. This time around, unless Mazen Nandekano is released, that is the only thing that is going to change the situation. If they release Mazen Nandekano today, and Mazen Nandekano comes out and speak to us directly and say, we have to go and vote, then and only then, we can begin to know the reason, because Mazen Nandekano, we have trusted him. Mazen Nandekano is tested and trusted. Whatever he says goes. We believe whatever he says without looking back. If they want Biafran people to vote in masses, if they want people to follow the masses, they should bring Mazen Nandekano to address us. Not addressing us in prison. Mazen Nandekano should be released on condition. Let him go to Afari Ibeko, his father's compound, and speak to us. Tell us what to do. Whatever Mazen Nandekano says goes. That is the only thing that could change the situation. Apart from that, if Mazen Nandekano is not being released, every member of IPOB, every hardcore follower of Mazen Nandekano will not participate in your election. The one Nigerians who are running around and one Nigerians who have never ever supported Biafra right from time, who are running around for their PVC, let them go ahead and continue to run around. We are not stopping them, neither are we fighting them. We are not challenging them. But what we are saying, for those of us who own Biafra, we are Biafrans and we own Biafra land. They say majority carries the votes. And I must tell you, 95%, more than 95% of Biafran people are standing with Mazen Nandekano. And they are tired of the so-called blackmail of election. They are not ready to participate. They have made it clear. They are not going to participate. and there will be no election in Biafra land. There won't be election in Biafra land. I can count so many reasons why we wouldn't have an election. So many reasons. I will give you reasons. Thousands of reasons why we will not have election in Biafra land. They will tell you, give them chance. Maybe now they have a different. What movement do you have? What nonsense movement do you have? What movement do you have? What movement are you going to tell me that you have based on 1999 Constitution? What movement? You're just trying to roll the hand of clock back. Something that we have gotten to the gate. We have reached at the gate just to walk into Biafra land. You want to shut the gate against us. And you want us to keep quiet? You want us to keep quiet? You want to shut the gate of Biafra against us? The gate that we've been waiting. We have reached the end of the tunnel. Seen the light. Now you want to shut it with your blackmail. We cannot bite to that. We can't bite to that. We can't bite to any one of you that is protected. Let P2B go and prepare himself to contest in Biafra land when Biafra comes. Let him prepare. Let him prepare to contest in Biafra land when Biafra comes. When Biafra comes, every one of them will be there, including this Ohanes and all these people now who are allowing people to give. All of them will be inside there. Let them pursue that. Allow us to get Biafra. When we get Biafra, you come and contest. In that place, your capacity will matter. Your education will matter. Your knowledge will matter. Your personality will matter. We won't stop you. But for you to begin to blackmail us with impossibility, something that we know that it's not possible, you want to blackmail us with it, you are wasting your garden time. You are wasting your garden time, and we will not buy into that. We won't buy into it. We won't buy into it. Look at what is happening everywhere in Biafra land. Look at the number of lives we are losing in Biafra land. All these people that are gallivanting everywhere, all these people that are jumping from pillar to pole. How many of them, all the celebrities, how many of them have posted the thing that is happening in Biafra land on their platform? How many of them have posted the carnage that the military is doing in Biafra land? How many of these celebrities, all these politicians, how many of them have spoken openly about the killing of innocent people by the military in Biafra land? As you're watching this video, Biafrans are being kidnapped on a daily basis. Some, even as you're watching this video, so many Biafrans are about to be kidnapped from their homes. So many Biafrans don't sleep in their home again anymore. So many Biafrans, their businesses have been destroyed, their homes have been destroyed. How many of these celebrities have you seen post about the insecurity in Biafra land, the innocent life that have been lost in the hand of the military? How many of them is posting about it? Why is it that P2B is so scared to speak about the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have you seen P2B calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have you seen P2B making a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Even when he knows that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent of all charges against him. But Aya Dabanjo, an Oduduwa man, he's not a Biafran. But Aya Dabanjo is an Oduduwa man. He came out and he was making a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu openly. And he always do. Anytime he appears in any show, in any TV show, he will ask them, what crime have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed? Is it a crime for somebody to fight for freedom of his people? This is somebody from another area. Our Oduduwa father. How many times have you seen Ohanes and Dibo come out and make a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How many times have you seen Ohanes and Dibo come and make a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You will never see them. You will never see them. How many of those politicians have made a case for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You can never hear. When you ask them, they will tell you they are doing something on the ground. They will tell you they are doing somebody who is so scared. You are so scared to defend your own brother that is genuine. You are so scared to talk about your own brother that is genuine. But you are telling me that you want to bring a change. That all of a sudden you're going to fight for the right of the whole Igbo people. But come on to defend the Igbos, to defend the cause of the Igbo people. You cannot defend it. And you are telling me that somehow, that you can be able to fight for the right of the Igbos. You are a liar. You are a liar. If you cannot fight for the Igbos now, if you cannot fight for your people now, you cannot speak for your people. There is no way you can fight for what belongs to us. There is no way you can bring our rights. You can't fight for our rights. The only person we can trust that can fight our rights is somebody who fights our rights now, not after. Not after, not on the ground. This late Muhammad Buhari was fighting for his people, not on the ground. And when I mean the people, I mean the terrorists. Muhammad Buhari Before he became the president of the country of Nigeria, he was fighting for Boko Haram. That did not stop him from being a president. It didn't stop him from being the president. But you don't want to support a genuine agitator, Mazen Nandekano, who is genuinely fighting for a genuine cause that everybody knows. Self-determination, referendum, a legitimate way of having freedom, a legitimate way of resolving issue. You cannot speak out openly. You tell me you are doing something on the ground. You are so scared, a coward that cannot speak openly. And all of a sudden you come out and tell me that you can go and fight for my right and bring. You are a liar. Keep deceiving yourself. Keep deceiving yourself. Every other region are defending their own people. Muhammadu Buhari defended Boko Haram. Boko Haram that we know that is a terrorist organization. Muhammadu Buhari defended them. Up to the extent that they appointed Muhammadu Buhari as a spokesman to go and negotiate with Goodluck Jonathan. Go and check it, it's there. It is not a blackmail, it's not a propaganda. Boko Haram appointed Muhammadu Buhari to go and negotiate with Goodluck Jonathan. But did that stop Muhammadu Buhari from being the president? It never stopped him. Muhammadu Buhari was making a case. Even while Ihejirika was fighting against Boko Haram, killing Boko Haram, the northern elites, all of them rose up against Ihejirika. They made sure that Ihejirika was removed from the military. They made sure that Ihejirika was removed from military because Ihejirika was fighting Boko Haram. But today, you see that same military killing innocent Biafrans, fighting the ESN, killing our members of ESN, not because the ESN are fighting against the innocent people, not because ESN is fighting them, because ESN is fighting against the terrorists. Because ESN has come to protect Biafran people. The military, the Boko Haram in uniform are killing the ESN. There is nobody that is strong enough, have confidence enough to come out and tell this military to pull their soldiers from Biafra land, that we can be able to settle our issues. No single politician can come boldly and tell that late Muhammadu Buhari and the imposter in Asarok, tell the imposter in Asarok, pull out the military in Biafra land. You are the one causing the insecurity. None of them is bold to do that. And you tell me, these people who cannot be able to look the enemy face to face in their eyes and tell them what they are doing, they are not able to do it, and you think all of a sudden, these same cowards will be the people to go and fight for your right. In 1999 Constitution, how possible is that? This is a reality show. I'm telling you, I don't come here to make you happy. I don't come here to tell you things that will make you look beautiful or make you begin to believe what I am telling you reality. And that is what it is in struggle. In Biafra struggle, we say it the way it is. If you want to see people that paint word for you, you either go to channel television or you go to the conventional video or BBC and listen to them. But here, I tell you exactly the way it is. Somebody who cannot defend you, somebody who cannot defend you when he had to defend you, cannot defend you. Even if you give him power, he will not. Because even before he received that power, he will receive that power under a condition. You're not bold enough to fight for your brother who is genuine in his cause. All of a sudden, you think that when they give you power, that will be controlled by the caliphate, that you can change anything. You can't change a shit. You can't change it. Do you think that Goodluck Jonathan was dumb? You think that Goodluck Jonathan doesn't have a good intention? Do you, in your wildest dream, think that Goodluck Jonathan didn't have a good intention? Goodluck Jonathan had a very good intention. And when they saw that Goodluck Jonathan was heading to restructure Nigeria, after he called a constitutional conference, when they saw that Goodluck agenda was heading to restructure, what did they do? They connived together and convinced even Southerners. They used their evil agenda because of the fraudulent brain that they have infused into the Southern people. They confused them to remove Jonathan. Jonathan, in his own time, was he able to build a road? Did he build any road? Did he do anything good there? Go to his own town and check. What did he build? Obasanjo, what did he do? What did he do to his own people? What did Obasanjo do to his people? But today, the imposter in Asorok, even when his own area, even when his village, Daura has no economic importance to Nigeria. Daura have no contribution in Nigeria. But today, every single thing have built in Daura. Railway have gone to Daura. University in Daura. Every student, so many things have been built in Daura, including federal estate in Daura. And he's building without anybody challenging him. Without anybody challenging him, why are you doing this and why are you doing that? But try it as a Southerner. Be in power and try it as a Southerner. The following day, you'll be impeached. The following day, even they will use your own fellow brothers to make sure that you become very uncomfortable. And the attack you see, after these same people who are going to confuse you to fight, they will be the same people to go and begin to preach. They will say, Igbo people don't love themselves. They are fighting themselves. You see them, now they don't support themselves. They are fighting themselves. Yeah, the Southerners are not united. Southerners are not speaking in one voice. The same evil, they are the same people that planted the evil. They planted the same evil. They watered it. And when that evil grew to a monster, they'll begin to complain. They used to demonize you. That is the card they are playing. How are you going to change that card? You cannot change that card as long as you remain in the control corner. The only way we can do is to separate ourselves from this very train that want to crash. Because Nigeria is definitely going to crash. It is definitely going to crash. That is why we are fighting tooth and nail. The Biafrans are fighting tooth and nail. The Druid people are fighting tooth and nail to break out of river control before it crashes. We don't want to crash with it. It is definitely going to crash. The contraption called Nigeria is heading for a crash. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. The only thing that you need to be concerned about today is how to protect your life. If you are in Biafra land, what has to matter to you today is what is your fate? How are you going to survive? That's what's supposed to matter for you. You are supposed to be looking for a means or a channel how to protect yourself. Self-defense is supposed to be the number one thing that will matter to you as a Biafran. When you hear that the Fulanis have taken over all the forests, it is not a joke. It is not a joke. It is not. Even the governors have started complaining. They have taken over all the forests. And while the election is coming, a very dangerous time, you know what happened during the election. Election time, every one of us here know what used to happen during the election period. You know what happened during the election period. In the election period, even when there is no crisis, there is always killing, there is always attack, there is always challenge one from one politics to other. And they are going to capitalize on that opportunity. They are going to capitalize on that opportunity to take many lives. That is the target they are waiting. Ask yourself, how prepared are you for the evil day that is coming? The evil day that is coming, how prepared are you? These Fulani terrorists are waiting for that election day. They are waiting for it. When it comes, that is when they will unleash mayhem. You know the politicians are going to release their own unknown government to fight themselves and kill themselves. And the Fulanis are going to join them. That is when the war that Oboda foresee, it is going to come. It is not a child's play. That is why we are talking about supporting ESN by all means possible. I thank you for ESN. We will continue to pray for ESN and support them. This is the strategy. You heard the prelate that was released, the clergy that was released. He said that they are waiting for order. That order is going to come on. And that is why we say, Biafrans, listen carefully. When you hear sit at home, sit your butt at home. It will save your life. Anytime you hear sit at home, it is for your own safety, for your life. When you hear sit at home is going to save your life. It's going to save your life. That one day you are missing for business, that day you're going to miss for business, your life will worth more than any other thing. When you have life, you have hope. Without life, you are nothing. A living dog is better than a dead lion. That is why every one of us in Biafra land, if you have a family in Biafra, call them, tell them to pay attention to Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM. Let them pay attention at all times. Pay attention to Voice of Biafra. You will have an update that will keep you alive. You will have information that will keep you updated. You will have first-hand information that will keep you alive. If you have time, if you can join Arura Simon Ekpa on his live program, join his live program. Follow him on Twitter. Follow him on, I'm telling you about a place you can get a credible information. There are so many other people that are passing information, but I'm telling you where you're going to get first-hand information that's going to keep you alive. Listen to Simon Ekpa on his platform. If you can join him live, join him live. If you cannot join him live, take your time, go to his platform and watch his videos. Follow him on Twitter. Read the Twitter he tweeted and retweet. Listen to Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM. That is where you can be able to get information that will keep you alive and keep you safe. Where we are now is not the time to talk about election. The only reason why these people are talking about election is because we are dealing with monsters. We are dealing with people who don't have conscience. People who can pretend and think they can. What we are speaking about now, what we are facing is not just about knowledge. It's not about ordinary knowledge. It's about wisdom. You need wisdom to be able to know the direction to go. You need wisdom. The level that we are now, you need wisdom. And the time has come. The time has come for us to apply that wisdom. Apply wisdom in everything you are doing. No matter who is involved. No matter who is involved. We are dealing with monsters. You are claiming you are educated, you read book, you have certificate, you have that. We are dealing with some monsters who don't care about your certificate. The Fulani Caliphate and their foot soldiers, they don't care. You call them uneducated. These people are mean. The only agenda they have is to dip their Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. This is a chart that was given to them by Othman Danfodio years ago. Othman Danfodio gave the lecture, and they are holding that charge, pursuing it to the last. They are not going back. They are pursuing that agenda of Othman Danfodio to the last. They are not looking back. They are not looking, they are not blinking an inch. And that is how you're supposed to match them. You are supposed to match them in the same vein as Mazin Nandekan said. Mazin Nandekan told us that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. If there is anything you will learn from Fulanis, is consistency. Learn that consistency. They are very consistent. Whatever they want to do, they do it. You see, when they were talking about Ruga, they talked about Ruga, they preached Ruga, you refuse them. But they went ahead to take over our bushes. They went ahead.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand on the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.